out there.
Ready or not, here I come.
He is I and I am him.
Ready or not, here I come. Ready or not, here I come. Seen a million faces, and I rock them all.
What's going on? What's going on? Still setting everything up. Short notice. We'll see what can happen here. Might get a little crazy. Never know. Give me a second.
Is there anybody out there?
What's going on? What's going on? Hello, everybody. Chaos and bumpy roads are ahead, I'm sure. Coin Junkie, VMC, KJ, Jimmy, what's going on? Good to see what I can kind of throw together. I don't have, I've had the same problem Paul's having. All my boxes I've been getting are straight uncirculated coins lately, so there's nothing really to search. Let's see what we can do. Found some capsules we can take a look at real quick too. So, everybody sit back and enjoy the ride. The commands for those that are new. Uh-oh, I gotta change something. I already see it bad right here. 1 second. So running the treatment to that dude. Okay, yeah. Don't know why you didn't hear the sound of that one though. Or why my background music. Like I said, I'm still setting up. That one no longer works. I lost a lot of files, video files, so the pop-ups list has been kind of changed around a little bit. I lost a whole bunch of them and just been trying to rebuild them. Shenanigans. Well, Jamie, come up with an idea of what kind of video you want to pop up with that, and we can make it. Seems to be a good one. All right, let me get my background music set up.
Damn!
Yep, damn, that one should work. Hopefully. And disregard the stuff you see about the 5,000 notes stuff popping up. That's going to be stuff I'll be re-implementing in the stream. So we're going to have, we'll be having, I'll have my own separate redeems along with the Streamlabs redeems and the Streamlabs games and all that. So those will still work. And those are under the name of points, I believe. Yeah, so the Streamlabs will be points. The stuff for my stream separate from that will be under notes. So hopefully that'll all work. And I just got to make sure all the pop-ups are working. Hey, Lisa D. Still trying to get everything in order. Trying to get the chat working. Let's see here. Oh, wait, is the chat working? Okay, yeah, chat's working all right. Don't understand why. Oh, I see why it's not popping up. Now try them. That was over the top of them, so maybe that'll that layer was on top, so Cliff is no longer active. Yep, spin still works. Copper, I'll remember that one. I'm gonna have to put timers on that because that'll get crazy. I unlocked it for everybody last night at the end of my stream. I had it just restricted to a few people. I'm gonna keep building on that and maybe make that something with membership levels that you'll have the interactive stuff of making the stream spin or the screens or the chat spin, and so that'll be different levels of membership. But right now it's open. So that one should make that go around. Yep. Cliff doesn't work. Cliff shouldn't even be on the list still, is it? We have a live. Bueller, Funky still works. Nerds works. Everything on that list should work, I think. And I've added a couple of extras. Jump's a new one. That's a crazy one. Jump. Someone wants to type that one in. Howdy doesn't work anymore. AKCB. Joey Brown.
Let's go!
Yeah, could you see that one? That person jumping off that cliff was without a rope and without a parachute. Jumping down to like a trampoline that was tied off the side of this cliff. It was crazy.
Let's go!
I don't know if the sound came through on that one, though. Did the sound come through on that jump? Let me turn this one down. Let me get the background music set up correctly. That was the intro stuff. Let me get the folder open. Glad everybody's here. This is going to be some hopefully controlled chaos. Kind of hard to just throw something together with no planning, but I'm going to try. See what I can do. See what I can do. Let some people roll in. And then periodically, the way I do it is I kind of like to do unannounced giveaways, so people just don't come flooding in trying to get something. It actually rewards the people that are in the chat and participating more than just people jumping in. So at times you'll see exclamation point winner. It'll just choose somebody randomly out of chat. Sometimes there'll be just announced giveaways, you know, like you've seen on all the other streams. You know, we click the button, it activates the thing. You got 2 minutes to enter. I mean, that's all the same. Right now I don't have the giveaways planned, but I'll do a 25 and 50 into stream and then random ones in between. But glad to see everybody. Silverman, Joey Brown, Michael Rose, hello. Lisa D, always good to see you. Captain Vic. Well, let me scroll up. Who else we got here? Jimmy, Jolly Roger, Brian Robeson, or some streamers call you Brian Robinson, KCB, VMC. Who else we got in here? Forget Me Bot. Forget Me Bot's always trying to sneak in the giveaways. Jimmy Lucari, Caporal. What else we got in here? Did I miss anybody? I thought I saw Chew. Maybe I didn't. Michael Wells. I'm just scrolling up to the list here. So as people that do live stream that are in this stream, you know how hard it is to continually try to watch chat and be switching your scenes. Scrap Metal, Tom Thumb, switching the scenes all at the same time. So, you know, it is possible I'm going to miss a name or two. But, you know, I've got 2 screens in front of me, keyboard on my left. Robinson. Okay. You got it. My bad. Thank you for correcting me. Robinson. I don't know why I said Robeson. There is no E in there. I have no idea. Sorry. All right, let me get the right folder open here. Get a playlist open. There we go. See if we can get this rolling. And man, YouTube has just been like seriously any snippet of a sound of a song in any of my videos or anything, I get hit for copyright. I've been going back for, it seems like weeks now, and you have to edit them one little snippet at a time to get everything out of your stream. It's a pain. It really is. And they won't let you edit multiple things out at the same time. You can only, whatever one clip of sound that's in your thing, you got to correct that one and then hit OK, and then they edit it, and then you got to come back, do it again. So every single thing you have, it stinks. It's a lot of work. Select folder. There we go. I think there's something in there. If I can hear it. Don't know if it's playing song or not. Okay, yep. I hear music. All right. Turn it up. There we go. And hopefully you all can hear it. Yep. How's the background music? Hey, Joseph Wells. Is the level okay on the background music? I think it should be. The heist games are working. My microphone level's good, it looks like. All right. Now, let's see what we can do here. Let's make this screen a little larger. Unlock that. Make this a little bigger so we can all see what's going on here. Here we go. Chat's working. Everything seems to be working okay. I like that. Finally getting things in order. And let's make sure all the commands are working. I have added, for those that don't know, most of you do know, I have added, been working on like an automated auction bot.
I want my
That when I activate the, if I auction something off, activate the auction, it'll be a 5-minute timer on that. You'll see this on the screen. So if I go start auction, there's nothing being auctioned. This is just showing you guys what's going on. So I'll test it. So there it comes up. Auction's been started. To bid on an item, you have to use !bid is the command, and then whatever number you want to bid. Then the bot itself will record you as the high bidder. And so if I put in bid 56 or whatever, so it'll come up with a message saying 56 the high bid by me. So the bot will record all the bids. So there doesn't need to be a moderator trying to just say, oh yeah, so-and-so has high bid, high bid, high bid. The bot will keep track of it. There has to be a space between the bid and the number. The bot will keep track of it. And then as the auction's winding down, there's going to be a message that pops up that says auction's ending soon. And then there'll be a series of messages after that. It'll say the countdown started. So it'll be countdown from 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So between 5 and 4, and between each countdown number, there's going to be a random pause between, what did I program it for? Let's see here. So between each number, there's going to be a random pause between 5 and 1 seconds. So between 5 and 4, it's going to be random. So even I don't know what the pause is. I have no control over when the auction stops. That's why there's no need to worry about someone getting the auction, me in the auction early so someone gets the bid. That's not going to happen here. It's all automated. So once the auction's ended, the announcement will be in chat. So-and-so is the winner with high bid of this, and it'll reset all the values. It'll reset the high bid value and reset the high bidder value. And I'll let you see right here. So, window capture, nope. Nope, not that one. Let me see here. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Display right there. So here's the program I use. So the variables right now, if I click global variable, you'll see right now, high bidder is Joseph Wells at 67. So as people keep bidding, this variable will keep changing. So someone put in a bid higher than 67 and you'll see these values change. So it's all automatic. The bot's controlling everything. I wrote the code for it to make it do that. So we'll roll with that for a little bit. I mean, if we can come up with a better idea. So right there, so bid 10,000. So right there, you see it's changed. VMC, high bid. So it instantaneously grabs that, fills that variable with the new information. So it's instant. So we got no worries there. This is an application I use to control everything on the broadcast side. So I wrote these actions here to do, let's see here. Command. So I got one, it's wiper. These are going to be premium commands when I'm able to do memberships. So check this one out. I got a windshield wiper that goes across my screen. I thought that was pretty cool. I programmed that in. We have the spin cam one. You guys have already seen that one. So that'll spin the camera when the camera's shown. And then I have made the one for sliding the little rotating thing in the corner, kicking that around the screen.
Hey. Ooh. Ah. Oh. Phew.
I think VMC has the bid of like 10 million or something. I'm not sure. So that's stuff I'm working on. I'm gonna, keep bringing new crazy stuff. I'm gonna give the ability to. Let me get rid of that over display there. So I'm gonna try to, make it so people have commands that they can flip flop how this, how the screen is. Throw chat over here, this over here. And, may even have like a secret command for the high level members that can pop up a webcam of me, just different stuff. We'll see how it goes. That's what's in the works. I guess I can get rid of stream starting soon since I've been sitting here talking, huh? We can get rid of that. So, let me see, is New Marshall here?
Hey.
Brian and Twins, hello, what's going on?
Oh. Phew.
Yep. So don't fret whenever. So there's also what they call in the programming, they call it the user cooldowns. You've seen that in chat before. The big beard. Yeah, I got a dagger beard going. They have what it's called cooldowns. So there's a user level cooldown and there's a global cooldown. So the global cooldown. Okay, so here's the auction ending. So you can watch it. You can watch it in a chat there, or I've got chat over here and here. So Joseph Wells came in, boom, it caught it. And if you try to count down between 5, 4, 3 to it, you'll see it's different. It'll be different times. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And so between 1 and 0, the random time changes, I believe, from, what do I have it, 7 to 3 seconds, maybe? Yes, it randomly between 7 and 3 seconds is the pause right there between 1 and 0. Lucky James, I didn't miss you. I was looking at my screen over here. So it'll see how it's still going. So the random time was longer this time. So you could still be able to put in bids, boom, sold. Now it'll say who it was sold to, how much, and good luck bidding on the next item offered. So if I go back here and show you the screen again, that window capture, where's my screen? I don't see it. Display. Right there it is. So now if I go back over here, look at the variables. Well, maybe if I look at the variables. So right there, the variables have been reset. So at the end of the auction, it clears those values. Now it's high bid 0, high bidder is nothing. So it took a little time to piece that together. But when I got it working, I was like really happy. I was like, cool. So I'll be trying to, I got to figure out a way that maybe I can put some sort of header or something up here with like a text that changes, saying, you know, hi bidder. I got to figure that out. And I also want to figure out how to put, so when people come into the chat, there's like an announcement or something that pops up here saying hi to everybody, and it will have your YouTube picture profile. Boom, that'll pop up like maybe where this is. I want to implement that some way. It's just trying, there's no instructions how to do any of this stuff. So it's trying to figure it all out is my issue. Trying to figure out what does what. And so let me move that out of the way. Let me just put that right there for now. I can put that over the logo till we need it. There. So that's what I'm working on. Just trying to offer up some different stuff to everybody. There's a copper round I've been tinkering with. I've showed this last night as well. Well, if I can show it in the light better. Ron Pierce supplied some of these to me for giveaways, and I just colorized one to kind of see how the paint and stuff would work on the copper. It did okay on that. So let's give away something to people that are just here. I gave away all my little penny packs yesterday. I had a bunch of those all made up. We can always go to the air stuff here. I got plenty of that always. I always got plenty of errors. Well, let's give away one of these. What's this? There we go. This will be our just quickie giveaway here for people that are here. I'll give away a 2001 S dollar. That'll be our giveaway right now. So we go over here to, I've got StreamBot open, Streamlabs open, Nightbot open. I mean, all these different things that are all integrated into the program and you got to make them all work together nicely. All right, so we're going to complete that one. So this one should give you 2 start giveaways. Let's see what we got here. StreamBot Labs. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Exclamation point NAM to get in. And I think it's 2 minutes timer. And that's for this one. We'll get things rolling a little bit. Here, I'll write down, was it 110.26. And thanks for everybody for showing up. Everybody that was hanging out late with me last night. Last night was a late night. I was after the stream. Last night I was breaking open. I think it was like $20 or something to get in, and like the $20 got you, 3, 4, 5 random pulls from all these boxes. So he would just go, just pull out 2x2s, and he'd flip it over, and if it had a certain color on the back, it meant you got an extra pull, or you got 2 extra pulls. And as long as you stayed alive, like say you had your 4 pulls, boom, you flip it over, and one of them was colored that said 2 more pulls, he'd pull 2 more, and if that had a color on it, and then he also had one where it was I want to say you had to guess the date or something, and if you guessed right, you got so many extra pulls or something like that. But I think it was just a way for him to kind of purge inventory, which I'm kind of at that point myself, because so I got a lot of these from him doing that. So these were yeah. Some of these were purchases, some of these were wins. And oh yeah, and also I think I may do as well. So they also had a thing that he called he had called coin roll hunts, different episodes. And what they would do is they would take a I mean, this is pretty cool as well. This is for people that, would want to fill. So they would take an uncirculated roll of coins, like that, uncirculated. Obviously, there's 40 coins in here. So they would sell off spots for the sealed. They'd sell off spots 1 through 40. So you could purchase a spot, and then on the live stream itself, he would open the roll, and he'd have coins 1 through 40, and he'd already have everybody lined up. So I was position 9 on coin roll hunt 158. So the 9th coin that came out of that roll, I got. So I don't know. I can explore something like as an option like that. It's a great way for people to get uncirculated coinage. So obviously I probably did that a lot when I was stockpiling pennies for my collection. So let's see here. Yeah, so these would all be some of those random pulls. And then they would just flip them up and send them. So, you had proof coins. There's an 89 proof. 57, 50. That's a nice 56D. So just random stuff like that. So that's how I got my penny collection going. You had some nice coins over there. 72S proof. So that might be another option I want to explore. Because I'd really hate to just bust open. I've got a stockpile of uncirculated rolls you would not believe. And I would hate to break these open, search them all myself, and then throw all these beautiful coins back into circulation. I mean, I got rolls of them. These are 2025s. But I'd hate to bust these open, search them, throw them in circulation, and from that point on, they're going to be beat up, and nobody will ever have a chance to get one that's not been in circulation. So I'm thinking about offering that up, boxes, because I got 22s, 23s, 24s, 25s, 20s, 19s of like Lincoln cents. Also, I have a ton of that with the quarters, the women's quarters. Anybody that's looking for for their collection. So what I've been doing on those is putting together little 5-coin sets. My regular people know that when I go through a coin roll and pull out ones that I call select and special, they're the best of the roll. They are, I think I actually grade them a little too tough myself, but like out of a full box of 2,000 coins, I may keep 15 or less. Yes, and I vacuum seal the rolls too. So, like rolls that I sell through eBay, before I send them out, I'll vacuum seal the rolls like that, so I know when the person's got it, it's been tampered with if they open it. So say they try to open it, peel the crimping back and look at all the coins and then try to crimp it back. They've opened it, they bought it. Because I have had them try to send them back before, and they tried rolling the paper back into place, and there's so many scammers out there, it's crazy. But as far as what you were asking, who asked that? Jimmy? I think, who said? Oh yeah, how do you store your William E? So I store them like this. So when I'm storing them, like when I get them brand new, I'll store them like this. Like, I'm going to tell you guys, I got a lot. I'm not lying. I got a lot of stuff. So I'll get them, pull them straight out of the box, and I'll vacuum seal them so the oxygen's never touching them. So these are 5 rolls of 2022D sealed uncirculated bank rolls, 4 tails and 1 head tail. So that was sealed the day I got them. Pulled them out of the box, sealed them. So some of them I sealed in 5-packs. What we got here? 2023P sealed 5 head tails rolls. I mean, they're BU just like the day I got them. We got here 2023s. 2023s. And then these are 10 roll packs. These are 2022Ds. Sealed rolls. And these are, what do we got here? These are 2022Ds. 7 heads, 3 heads, tails. So yeah. So if you ever get rolls from me, you know they haven't been handled, touched, manipulated. They came straight out of the box and went in like this. Yeah, but I do that for the, and then obviously I've got a bureau behind me with drawers 6 feet tall. Hold them in. And then I do this, I do the quarters the same way. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rolls of 2023P Kanaka Ole quarter. What's that say right there? I can't even read it. Get my hands behind it. Oh, batch. So I labeled them batch number 3. So this would be the third out of the third box of full rolls of that quarter. I pulled this out of batch 3. And I kind of kept a book on what batch numbers produced the errors and which ones didn't. This is 23P Eleanor Roosevelt, 8 heads tails. Sealed July 28th, 2023. So that's how I store them. Hopefully that answers your question in detail there. This was 2022P Otero Warren. Unopened BU bankrolls, sealed August 2022. Furvids. So, yes, that's how I store them all. Unless it's like a box that I'm actively selling out of, I won't vacuum seal those rolls until I send them to whoever bought them. So, so obviously nickels the same way. I really don't, I haven't really messed with dimes since, since like 2021 maybe is the last full box I got from the bank of those. It just, the size just hurts my hands, just repeatedly looking at those. So yeah, so, I may copy that way from him doing coin roll hunts, but it was a good way for me to build up my Lincoln cent collection. I was doing it that way. I see two other coins in here that aren't Lincoln cents. So let me see what these are. Might be something else, or I might have gotten them from him too. He had some quarters and stuff when he would do this. They were like proofs. Yeah, clad proof. 2005S clad proof West Virginia, 2009 proof Guam. There's a 2000S proof nickel. Lincoln cent, proof cent, 1960 small date. That's in really good condition there. Yeah, I like the 09s as well. Here's another one, 09 right there. American Samoa proof. I like the 2010s. I don't know why. I've always liked the 2010s. Nice cameo on that. I've always liked the 10s. All right. Let's give away the second one here. I didn't say what I was giving away yet, did I? Let me pull something out. Let's see what we got. There's the flips. I might save that for like a 25 like. That's a bigger one. So hopefully everybody's doing all right today. Doubling. Strike through. So that's a nice example of die attrition. So when the dies begin to get worn out, 28. All right, thanks VMC. When the dies begin to get worn out at the mint, you'll start seeing kind of like a light halo, a grayish halo on these coins, and that's from, see it on there like in the fields, that is from the flow of metal. So when the hammer die is hitting the anvil die and pushing the metal outward, the repeated movement of the metal outward slowly etches the face of the die. And these, like if you had a really good microscope and you start zooming down on this, you'll see, hey Elizabeth Flood, you'll see lines from the metal flow, and that metal flow is etched into there. So that's what you see. It's kind of like a swirly luster on it, but that's from die attrition. And you can see it on the other side there. When you get the coin in hand, you'll see it, but it almost looks like clouds in the fields. So we'll give that one away. This one will be right now. What's it? 110, 26 gaw. All right, let's pick us a winner real quick. Good luck, everybody. Pull the screen back up. Good luck to everybody that's in it. And we're gonna close entries. Close entries. There we go. We'll pick a winner. Good luck, everybody. Guitar, all right. I don't have time to check. I see your thing here. Did I get the email? I'm sure it's there. I just don't have time to look at it over there and stream at the same time. Let's pick us a winner. Silverman, another one coming to you. Congrats, Silverman. Then did you get my last envelope, Silverman? If you're still here. Hopefully it made it out there to you. Yeah, that's a new one. The Yabba Dabba Doo's a new one. What else? The Jump was a new one I put in last night. I redid the Funky because I had to rebuild that one. So you just send a normal envelope. Haven't sold anything. What I do is if it's on eBay, I don't know if people are familiar with, they have the eBay standard envelope, and that is used for coins and cards or whatever. If the total sale is $20 or less, you as the seller have the option to use what they call the eBay standard envelope, and it actually has tracking. So if you print it out on their website, you print it out, you don't even need to put a stamp on the envelope. It's got the postage on it, but it also has a eBay tracking number. It's not a USPS tracking. It's an eBay tracking. I've had it work and not work, but it proves you sent the item. You know, so if you're sending it just, I mean, you've received stuff from me, KJ. You know, I just take I mean, that's how I send them. I'll take, you know, the cardboard like that, and I'll have that folded over, and then whatever I'm sending to you guys, I'll have it like this, but I'll wrap this in a piece of paper or wax paper or something. So when I tape over it and tape it in place so it doesn't move, when you remove it, the tape isn't taped to the 2x2. It's taped to the, and I usually use the backing of the labels that I pull off like this. So I'll use that backing paper and I'll just cut a strip and then I'll go like that. So on the 6-inch piece of paper, I can get 3 strips, and then I'll just wrap the coin like that, flip it over and tape it inside this. It seems to be the fastest method that I've come up with. And then I'll take that and obviously put it in the envelopes that I have. So the envelope, I have these cut to that size. Boom, goes in, tape it over. And if the for eBay purchases and stuff, I will actually take my clear tape over this side like this on both ends, and then when I flip it over, I'll put the label, so the label seals both flaps like that, and to prevent people from slicing it open, or because, you know, when I tape it, it'll show if someone tries to put something in there and slice that open to get inside. But if it has anything heavier than 1 coin, I always tape it. Just for, and then stuff traveling long distances. Like if I'm sending Elizabeth Flood something, all her envelopes I have taped all the way around like that so they don't break open on the trip. But yeah, that's how I send. So the lesser valued stuff, yes. For the first time a couple weeks ago, or like a month ago, I actually had a sale on eBay that was over $1,000, and it was the first time that I ran into, it was a requirement for me to put, oh yeah, the fees are insane. The fees are insane. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I went on a rant last night about that for a dang hour. The fees are insane, but I don't know. Because I've already got some of the listings automated to where all I got to do, I've already got the listings stuff created. All I got to do is just drag and drop pictures in. Everything's already ready for me. Boom, list. Drag a picture in, list. Drag a picture in, list. I have not explored the whatnot option that much yet. I've got an account set up. I've just never done it. Now that I'm familiar with the streaming aspect of it, that's what was kind of holding me back, is I wasn't familiar with how to stream. Now that I'm familiar with how to stream, I may explore that option a little more. Hey, Richard Metcalf. So, but yeah, that's the eBay standard envelope. So purchases they make over $1,000, you actually have to send that with signature confirmation. Those packages cannot be just left at someone's house. They have to come and pick it up or sign for it at the door, or the postal person will not deliver it. And I sent that package, and it sat, the guy sent me the money, sent me the $1,100, but it sat in I think like a Fort Worth post office for almost a week and a half before they went and picked it up. And I was like worried. I was like, oh man. I was like, well, if they don't pick it up, it gets mailed back to me. But yeah, it's just an insurance on eBay's part. And also read the fine print. If you're selling coins, they're going to offer, eBay's going to offer this third-party insurance on your sale. Read the fine print on that, because the fine print on the optional insurance does not include coins. So you would be throwing away, like my option I think was like $15. You would actually be throwing away $15 for something that could not be insured by that insurance company. So always read the fine print. Don't just automatically click yes, accept, or all that. Because even like installing applications on your Windows, everybody just goes, oh yeah, accept, boom, boom, boom. Stop and read those one time and see how much you're actually giving away. You'll be surprised. Yes, but don't get the insurance, because it does not apply to people that do coins. They don't insure them. Let's do a 25 likes giveaway. Congratulations, Silverman, on your win. And let's go here. And thanks to you all for being part of the stream. 2 minutes. This one's 25 likes. And we'll be giving away a 2003P Nifty Strike Through Grease Air. And let me see where it's at. I promise I'll be getting a scope. Oh yeah, it's all over the field. Everywhere. And actually, it looks like it has maybe a little bit of doubling right there. Machine doubling. Yeah, but it's all smeared out. Got a crack on the bottom bust line as well. where the initials usually are. Got a little bag mark there on the chin, but hey, it's free. It's a giveaway. There you go. That'll be our 25 Lakers. And we'll get that to you. Good luck, everybody. This is open to everybody, even if you won something already on the other random giveaways. So in my quickie prep work to get ready for this stream, I found, I was looking at my stacks of stuff. Found a whole bunch of capsules of coins. Well, these coins were probably put in these capsules a very long time ago. I don't know if some of these have dates on them or not. Yeah, this says found February 6, 2022, Bank of America box. And it is a 1978 S-proof quarter. I mean, don't let that scratching on that. So I guess these were all, let's zoom in a little bit here. So we got, that's a 78 S-proof. Yeah, I scratched my hand today too. It hurts. What do we got here? Bicentennial proof. And that is clad. I looked down there, I was like, man, that looks shiny. Clad. We have an 88. That's why I put in these capsules. Capsule takes the beating, not the coin. And there's a 1970 S-proof. That looks pretty nice in there. 7/13/2022. See if I can pop that capsule open, see how good that coin looks in there. And people that were on the live stream last night, I kind of told you where I sourced these capsules and flips and stuff. I make large bulk purchases from a company in California. I mean, since I've been like really doing this heavy, I've only made 3 purchases from this company. And wow, that's a nice one right there to find in circulation. Got a little ding there in front of the head. Nice. Yeah, that one was found in circulation. Pretty cool. No longer into the giveaway. All right, let's give it away. Let's see what we got here. Boom. Good luck, everybody. And this is for the 2003P Nifty half dollar. And pick us a winner. Boom. Maple Leaf Numismatics. You hear? Claim it. Good luck. Very cool. Mike Sly's in the house. Maple Leaf, where you at? Where you at? Congrats. See his name. Chat. There it is. Cool. Congrats, Maple Leaf. I have sent you stuff before, so I have your address. Unless it's changed. If it's changed, send me another email. Maple Leaf. Congrats to you. Numismatics. Here we go. And then show you this one real quick. So last night, before to kind of wind down, I was doing some video editing. Congrats to you, Maple Leaf. So I was doing messing around. Any of y'all out there, have you ever hey Otis, have you ever messed around with a DaVinci Resolve video editing? This software is free and it is insane what it can do. Once you start learning it, I mean, I've had it for a while. I just couldn't do it. So I've been like editing and making a video of forget-me-nots I've sent out. So these are like all the video files right here of all the different forget-me-nots. You got to assemble the files, put them together, and then you can, edit it with the music and all that stuff. So like up here in this window, that's all the raw files. You can drag these down into this timeline, then you assemble all the files the way you want them. That's background footage, so that's on that video track right there. So this is what I got pieced together so far, and then I'll have this and I'll put it together for a video to upload later. It's got its background music and everything, but these are all notes that I've given away to people over A lot of you will see notes that I have sent to you. I may trim it down. Right now I think it's like 2 minutes long of just note after note after note after note after note. I thought it was pretty cool. Like, just, you know, you can manipulate the video footage. You can make an entire video just out of one single still picture by the way you manipulate it in 3D space. One I did for coining around. I think that one was Lisa D. I'm not sure. I think it was. The Hello Kitty. I can't remember who I sent that one to. Chris, there's a Wayne one right there. Wayne Finicum note. WF, I remember that one. BS, that was Jolly Roger. Scrap Metal Racing got that one. I can't remember who won those. Like the basic ones, I don't remember. That was a 400 sub stream. 400 sub. There's Foster's Fines note. Oh yeah. I don't know what song I have underlaid there. There's that Yoshi note. There's Lori Camarista got those two notes. Tweety and Sylvester. Blaze 420. That was the best one I think I've ever done. That Blaze 420 note. That was Robert Worley. Cindy Verdenius. I don't remember who that one was. There's another Cindy note. I can't remember who got. I think KCB got that one maybe. Memory serves me correct. I don't know the exact number, but this is not the totality of the notes I've done. This is just edited down to 2 minutes. That's a 2-minute video, and then I think there were more files. I erased the rest of the files that were way out. Yeah, those are nice ones. I'll pop the top off some of those. But this quarter was known for the big, as you've seen in my one video, the die chip, crown die chip error. I may have one right here. Sure. Yeah, here we go. So here's two variations of it. So, as you can see, it's known. This is like the major error on this coin. They call it the crown die chip. This is kind of the back half. The next one will be kind of the front half. Fleabag. So they're both back half. But you'll find them here. You'll find them here on the front. You'll find it from here all the way up and into there. They call that the full crown die chip, the big ones. I sold one of those last week. Here's a front one. That's the front half die chip, and then you put that with the back half one, boom, you got the full. That was the major error on that one. So I have man, I got a lot of, and this was a single year type coin. So meaning 2021 was a single year of that design, and then they went, the first half was this. It split with the Tuskegee Airman quarter, this one. So these were the two that were minted in 2021. So that's a nice one. I think that's the I put on there first one I found in circulation. So these were the only two in 2021 made. So being a single year type coin, I kind of took a gamble on it and stockpiled a bunch of these rolls. Just to, hold them for a little while and see how much they do go up in value. But I do have some rolls I may, like I was talking earlier about selling positions in the roll. I may open up a few of them. There's a chance you get that die crown chip BU out of a roll. That'd be awesome. Let's pop this one open and see what it actually looks like. Because I've got enough of those rolls, I can spare a few. Oh yeah, it's a beauty. That's BU, all right. Nice looking coin. And these were struck pretty well out of the Philly Mint. I mean, there's a lot of them that had some errors on them, but the Philly and Denver's, I'll pop open a Denver one. The Denver ones were, all those were struck well. Let's see here. If I got any D's in here. There's a D. That's a P. P. Here's a D. We'll check these two D's. There's another one. We'll check these D's out. The Denvers, yeah, like I said, they were always struck well. When you're searching rolls and you find those in there, there's no mistaking it that you found one of those. Very nice looking coins. If I can pop it open. There we go. That one's got a little mark on it, but it's got a little mark right there. But pretty nice overall. Let's pop this one out. Take a look. Yeah, there's another nice one. They're always, the D's were always struck pretty well on those. Yeah, what we got here? There's another D. Let's take a look at this one. Yeah, not too bad. I've found them better than that, but I mean, if you need a spot filler, that would definitely do it. Definitely. Let's see what we got here. What are these? These would be nicer Washington quarter fines, I guess. What we got there? These were all found in circulation. Everything I'm showing you. But I have searched a lot of quarters. A lot. Yeah, that one was pulled out of circulation. That's an awesome find for a roll of quarters. 85. But you gotta search a ton of them to find them. There's a 65. 71. That's not too awful good. I can tell even through the flip there. But these coins were judged through eyes of someone that had not looked at a lot of coins yet. You know, that now that I don't want to say I'm professional, but I've looked at a lot of coins to be able to discern stuff these days. I mean, for a 71, that's a great find in circulation. Got a little bit of a crimper mark right there. Still has a little bit of luster left on it. What we got here? 80. 98. At 80 looks okay. A little bit of luster left in it. But I don't know. I mean, the guys out there that search rolls, there's nothing like that feeling when you're going through it and you see that one blinger that just pops. You're like, oh, yeah, got one. Kind of makes all the time worth it. That's found in circulation, 95. Not bad. To be found. Not bad. We got here 71. 71. 84. Let's pop that. Take a look. Found January of 2022. Customer rolls. Says on the back. Get lucky with customer rolls every now and then. That's a customer rolled coin. Beauty. Little mark on the neck, but that's about it. Clean fields. Beauty. We got there another 80. I think I might have hit a bunch of 85s. It looks at there. 85, 88. 97 looks pretty dang sharp. And what's that, a 79? 79s are hard to find in really good condition. I don't have my book in front of me right now to tell you the mintages. But finding them like that, it's unheard of. And when you're searching these, you're looking for any retained... Yeah, you got that right. You're looking for any retained detail to where you're able to discern a difference between the hairline and the forehead there. Which you can see 79s weren't that well struck to where that line is like super crisp, but you can see it there. And you're also, your other high point's right here on the coin. So you're looking for detail like in the curls. And you're also, you know, checking the high cheek part right here for marks. I mean, there's nothing on that. So that was obviously taken out of somebody's collection and put in a quarter roll. But you can still see all the, you know, you still got all your details there, that line. Now, like on the more modern ones, this line's more crisp. Kind of like the Jefferson nickel. The Jefferson nickel, this kind of fades out, even if there's no wear evident on the coin. I mean, that coin doesn't look like it's touched much circulation. And you can see how faint that line is. Yeah, see, so I mean, they minted the hell out of this coin, but how many have you found like that in circulation? I fair to guess, not many. That's probably one of the few I've found. They're just weaker struck coins, I guess. I'm not sure. What we got here? These are... Oh, yeah, where's my 09 guy? Who was saying they liked the 09s? We got some right here. So what we got? Found 110.22 Bank of America rolls. That scratches on the plastic. District of Columbia. That's pretty nice. Let's see here. Here's one. Guam. That's probably... Let's pop the top on that, see what it looks like. God, that's a lot of quarters, isn't it? 500 and something million. Jeez. And now, see, nowadays I probably wouldn't flip or I wouldn't put this one in a capsule. This is back when I was, you know, just really searching them, because I don't capsulize them. I mean, I can see, I look for absolute clean fields. I don't want any marks in the fields. And there's one right there when you roll it in the light. And there's another one. And I always rotate them too to catch the different nuances of the metal, just to kind of see. I thought I saw something close to the cheek there. Cheekbone. Yeah, there's a mark right there. But you got to roll it in the light just right to see it. It's right there. See if we can make it show up right there. So I try, if I'm selling coins, I try to make sure the fields are clean and the major areas where your eyes are going to go. You know, I would consider that kind of a little bit of a secondary area. But, you know, when you're looking at the coin, what's going to pop is right here in the face. You know, these high points, I want to make sure those are clean before I would like sell that coin to somebody, which they are. It's got that one little mark on the bottom of the chin there, but nothing else really distracting from the coin. You know, it just depends on how discerning of a buyer it is as far as that. So let me do this. We're gonna go boom. Yeah. And I'll figure out what the winner's gonna get right here. Yeah, the winner is Streamlabs. You can't win. Streamlabs cannot win. Yeah, get out of here, Streamlabs. Fleabag. Fleabag a winner. What are you into, Fleabag? You into error coins or just nice examples of coins? What do you got? What are you thinking? I can find you something that suits the collection. What you got? What you got? What you got, Fleabag? Get it zoomed in right, I can see the entire face of the quarter. So, and I think, I want to say the PCGS people use a 10. So if I flip it and put two together, that's a 10 times. Then there's the 15 with all three together. I also have a, I don't think I brought it down here. I also have one, it's a, it's an all metal one used for stamp collecting. That I don't know, I won it or something at one point in time, but it's a 30 times. So I'll use that occasionally. Sometimes I'll also do, so there's my little head magnifier that I wear. It's got the little flip down magnifier. So sometimes I'll use this magnification in addition to the 5x loop if I'm just trying to dive in on something. But let me make sure this is, I got two of these coins in front of me. I want to make sure the one I said was the one coming to Fleabag. Yep, there it is. All right. Congrats, Fleabag. Let me open up your email. 11026. And Fleabag, do I have your address? There you go, Fleabag. Boom. Give me 1 sec to open up your email. I think I bought, man, I want to say I got this for maybe $7 or less. I mean, it was cheap, and dude, it's my go-to. I use it for everything. Like, I'll find myself trying to run things under, my magnifier here, or I had one time until it broke. I had that USB microscope thing. It seemed like it took me more time to take the coin, put it under the microscope, look at it on the screen than it did for me to use my method, as Ron knows, my little method of putting all the coins on a piece of sticky silicone and being able to manipulate 20 coins at once with my loop and just go up and down, up and down, up and down. I could check 20 coins really quick instead of sliding them one at a time, one at a time, one at a time, one at a time. So, and I tried to get fancy at times, and like I rigged up this little kind of a tray slot system where I could put all the quarters in this slot so they wouldn't move, and all I had to do was just push them through the slot as they went under the scope. It was too much. It's quicker this way, so that's the way I've stuck with. I love the loop. It does a perfect job. Let me open my email real quick here. Does a perfect job. And we'll complete that giveaway. It's done. And let me open up the email, because I think Wayne said he sent me one as well. Take a look at these pictures. Oh, Caleb, yeah, okay. Let me see. Sure, I do not. Unless it's under your name, and I don't see your name. Let's see here. Invoice. Maybe it went to my trash. I don't know. Let me look here. You emailed it to us 73namaste@gmail.com. Sticky brand. That's my stickers. I got one from. Oh, okay. Here we go. No, that's not it. No, I do not see it. I do not see an email from you, Fleabag. Let me refresh. I got one from Coins and Bass that just sent his for claiming the thing, giving me his address. Emails from my sticker company. Stream elements. People claiming prizes from last night. Yeah, I don't see anything from you. And last email I got was at 4:40 p.m. and before that was 10:21 a.m. Weird. Let me and then who else said that they sent me one about a coin? I do not say it. Oh yeah, here's Wayne's. What on earth happened to this? Oh yeah, I looked at that one last night. I gave you an answer about it. The this one. Display capture. That's the one we looked at last night. This has the crimper kiss. That's where the crimpers slam down on the roll. Yep. Yeah, we looked at that one last night. And then see if I got one of those ones from KJ that you showed me, the doubling that he found. Let's see here. I think this is it. I just want to open it. Here's one he's found with a crack in it. This is a KJ find. Boom, check that out. That's nasty, man. 1998. That is a good find. I can say I've never found one of those. Yeah, that's awesome. Yep, KJ sent me that one. KJ in Ohio. That's a sweet find. Very cool. Let's see what else here we got. I need to stop moving all this stuff in different folders. Because I know he sent me 2 other pictures. I don't see them here. Unless they're on the next page. They were pretty cool cracks. Oh. No, I don't see them. They must have got moved or deleted. But yeah, they were cool. They were pretty cool. There we go. Gotcha. They came in. Yeah, it just came in. Here's one 454 and then 537. They both came in at the same time. All right, let's check this out. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. So this is the one Fleabag sent over to Paul Spare Time, or Walker Magnet. So we have the this is the Patsy Mink quarter. Is this a D-minted or Philly minted coin? Yeah, won't let me open it any larger. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a screenshot of it and then open it back up with the other program. Get up here. All right. What do we got here? Philly. All right. Boy, that curve sure does. Wow. It let's look at it from this way here. So To me, I'm thinking it's not a die chip. I mean, because you can see right here. How big's my marker here? Because you can see right here. Well, when I erase it, but if you watch that line right there, right, it's consistent with the U. You know, there's no deformation as far as, I mean, I can see like a whole bottom of a U right there. So, I mean, it doesn't, wow, it's, on my screen it looks super blurry, but on the broadcast it doesn't. Let me, I think I have, I swore I grabbed one. Patsy Mink quarter. I may or may not. I know I grabbed a few. Thinking that. I thought I did at least. A coin guy not having the right coin in his pocket. Imagine that. Nope. Why I don't have any right here is beyond me. Oh, I might have some right behind me here. I should have one right here we can compare it to. We will see. There, flea bag. Boom, boom, boom. I don't know what year these are. I may have some of those in there. All right, it's at the other end. Patsy Mink. The Patsy Minks, are those 20? Those are 24s, not 23s. I believe 24s. There we go. So here, we'll look at this one close. So here's another one. Stupid camera. So all right, pull this over. See if our zoom cam will. Yeah, that one doesn't have a bottom at all. That one's completely cut off. I have another one. Yep. That one's cut off as well. I'd say Fleabag's onto something. I mean, none of these I've pulled out have a completed bottom of the U. Not like his. And these are Philly minted, I'm showing you as well. So. Yeah, that one's cut off. Yeah, you might have something unique there, Fleabag. I got a lot of these, so I mean, I'll keep an eye out for it, but yeah, that's cut off. Weird. And on these, you want to look for die cracks on the elbow right there. Elbow out to rim. Crack coming up the arm right there, and then crack going down the forearm. That's where you want to look for them. Yeah, you got a unique find, Fleabag. I do have to say so myself. Wow, that one's really cut off. That looks nothing like yours. Nope. sometimes if you're just looking at coins, something it'll just pop like right off the screen to you, and like, wow, how did I miss that the first 87 times I looked at the coin? I mean, it's something that you see. Or the way you roll it in the light. Yeah, that one's cut off too. I have no idea, Fleabag, how that would, unless your coin is the way it's supposed to be and these are all filled in with a die chip, because you can see how it's kind of a blob on mine. Are mine all airs? And yours is the way it's supposed to be? You know, is that a die chip? There. No, the blobs on mine all seem pretty consistent. Yours doesn't even seem to have a blob right there, honestly, like mine does. Yeah, yours doesn't. Yours is missing. Like you see, mine's got this raised portion and yours doesn't. I mean, right here on yours, well, let me get a bigger circle. Oop, not that big. So yours, right? Dang it. I just want a pointer. Give me a pointer. Give me an arrow. So what I'm looking at on yours is right here. Right. So right there on yours. And let me make it smaller. And see, and then look at this spot. Look here. Like, see this curved line? Oops, not that one. So in this region on my coin, it seems to be raised and filled. On yours, it seems to be kind of indented, like it's lacking that portion. Yours is missing this fill in. See how mine looks raised and yours looks like it's indented. Hey, Perry. So maybe the die that struck your coin, maybe that was actually filled in with grease and it left a depression instead of this raised portion like mine has. See, because look how high that is above the coin. Or is my coin the air? I don't know. It's weird. Hey, Cindy. I mean, I'm definitely going to be, all these coins that I have of hers, I'm definitely going to be looking at them all just to see if I find anything remotely close to yours. Yeah, see? It's a raised bump. Oh, my goodness. We were on that last night. There were some people selling that on eBay for $150. We were looking at listings last night. People selling just a regular quarter off the street. $150. Claiming it was some great addition to your collection. And I was like, man, you have got to be kidding me. And how eBay just doesn't rip those listings down. eBay doesn't care. They just want to make money. I don't know. Maybe mine's the air. What do y'all think? I don't know if I'd waste the money on sending it in. I'd do a little more research first. I'm wondering if all mine are air coins and yours is the legit one. You see how mine looks? Hold on. I just had it right there. It looks like it's got a funky raised bump, right? Come on. I just had it too. Oh. Is mine the die chip and yours is the regular? That just looks too even though. Mine looks too even. I don't know. There's an uneven one right there. Mine might be a die chip. Too conformed. It doesn't show the U either. Oh, like on like the Mint's website or something, how the coin's supposed to look. So my question to you, Fleabag, would be how? Okay, if that's an error, how if the regular coin, if the die, how was the coin? How did the bottom of the U magically appear? Like how do you construct the bottom of the U? Or is some Mint employee messing around and created, you know, like they said what happened with the high and low leaf errors? How they said a Mint, somebody at the Mint actually did that. As, you know, just to make the error coin itself. Well, that one's got a little bit of a line in it. Oh well. See, that one kind of looks different from the other one. See how I got a little bit of a U going down in there now? That's a little bit more than this. Let me check that last one. That looks like a little bit more of a U than this one had. Oh, no, that one had. See, on the left side of the U going up into the hair, there's no turn in, but I think on this one I had a little bit. No, I guess not. I don't know. I'm definitely going to have to, JC likes spam. I'm definitely going to have to research that more. Because that's definitely a brain puzzle in one there. Yeah, that blob seems pretty consistent on all my coins. And yours is definitely has a U. Let me rotate it again. Definitely has a U. And this viewing program I use, man, it's awesome. Freebie. It can do everything as far as manipulating, rotating, changing file formats. It's called Irfan View. IRFANVIEW. I've been using it for years and years and years and years. Very, very powerful program. I want to rotate left again. Take a look at it zoomed up from this angle. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll share them. Let's look at them here. Dang, I don't know, man. That might just be a super well-placed die chip. Just coincidentally right there. Yeah, I think it may just be a very well-placed die chip. Because you can see, right? You definitely can see right here the, oops. Oh, let me get rid of those. I rotate it again. I can see how my coin looked. Right here. So if we look right there, you can see the that's exactly how my coin looked, was right here. Kind of did that little bit of a turn in and then it stopped. I believe what we're looking at is a very, very, very well placed die chip. Right there. That's what I think. Super well placed die chip that makes it look like the U. Now that I've got it at this angle. I mean, sorry, Willie. Sorry, Fleabag. But yeah, you got a well-placed die chip. Because it's perfect right between the two spots. Makes it look like the U. I mean, that's my best guess, but it's so well placed it looks like the bottom of a U. See those feed finger lines under his chin right there, maybe? Yeah, there you go. Between ERTY, the lines going up in there, those are feed finger scrape lines that have etched into the die itself. There you can kind of see the flash of it right there. It's on a 21 Philly Tuskegee quarter. And you also want to look for, on this quarter itself, when you're looking at them, you look for a die chip right here. Alright, Fosters. Look for a die chip here. Look for die chips in the goggles here on the both planes. Look for feed finger lines coming off the shoulder going towards the planes. Look for strike through grease areas coming off the building. Otherwise, but that's a nice looking BU coin right there. So let's start us a giveaway on that one. Do. Yeah, and definitely good find, Fleabag. I mean, it's just got to be a coincidence of a super well placed die chip. All right, there we go. Did it pop up? There you go. The giveaway, that's for this one here. This will be the giveaway. Oops. Let me write that down. So 110 GAW. Yeah, the dark blue, light blue, dark blue, light blue used to be my little code for feed finger lines and strike grease hairs. So I could just look down the box and see them all. 110, 26 GAW. And who's it gonna be? Good luck to everybody. And I was debating whether or not to do, like, put together like coin packs of W quarters to sell. I don't know. I'd have to research pricing on that. I mean, these are by no means the most stellar examples of the coins. These have obviously been in circulation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know if 100's too much of an ask for that, or I'll have to research. What do you guys think? Research the numbers. Patsy Mink die chip. But Fleabag, I have found tons of that mink quarter with those die chips on the arms, or I mean, sorry, die cracks on the arms. So definitely look there on the arm and elbow, because giveaways going for whoever just entered. I saw someone say howdy, Scott Christensen. Welcome to the stream, buddy. Yeah, definitely look at the elbow and arm on those for your die crack errors. And found April 15th. That's a nice, kind of nice. Let's pop it open. So yeah, and I used to put like a piece of tape around them so I could write it on the sides. And that just became, once I could definitely tell there when I was changing how my collecting habits were, as the amount of coins I searched expanded and grew. I mean, there was no way, the amount of stuff I was looking through, there was no way for me to like put everything in a 2x2 flip or put it in a capsule that I found. It quickly became, I was just starting to put things in tubes. And then when the tubes started filling up, that's when I developed like the tray type system of, and now I'm just offloading because I realized A lot of people don't dig the errors like I do. I really enjoy finding the errors. That's a good looking one. Not too bad. No, I don't see anything largely as far as marks or anything on the face on that one. Pretty good looking coin. Little ding on the cheek, but not too awful bad. It's definitely a keeper for someone that doesn't have one that nice, I would say. Might hold that one for a go too. See what people all right, let me check it. See what you got. See what you got. Go back here to inbox. There we go. So we got one from, so let's check this. Okay, that was Fleabags. Go here to KJ's. Some more KJ airs. So we'll look at KJ's first. These are some that he sent to me. He finds a lot of good Lincoln Cent airs. Wow, look at the doubling there. Holy smokes. Very nice. All over. Look at them splits between the L, I, the B. Very cool. Yeah, you look at them a lot closer than I do. That's a nice one. Yep. So you can see right there the let me grab a screenshot of it real quick. Show you guys. This is what you're looking for. Do you have what kind of scope do you got, KJ? I mean, that's a nice picture. Very nice picture of that. So you can see it right there, guys. You can see the splits that people always talk about, the splits. So you're looking right here, you can see the splits. So you're looking for that. So you can see the splits right here. That's a pluggable USB one. Mine never looked that good. And then over here on the 9, you can see it as well. Yeah, that looks good. Very good. So you're looking for the splits. We have... where'd my paint catalog dialog go? There we go. So you're looking... I mean, they easily see them. Got your splits there. Very cool. Very cool. When did you find that one? Yeah, that's a great find. Definitely. Here's the full shot of it. Yeah. I mean, you can see it a little. I mean, just looking at it from there, you can't see it. You definitely have to dig in and find that one, or get better. So, do you spot these by eye and with a loop first, and then are you putting everything under a scope? Just searching them one by one with a scope. There's a nice crack. You could probably see that by eye. And look at those feed finger marks, man. All behind there. Yeah, those scrapes can get pretty intense. I mean, you can see, you can see those scrape lines. I've never found one like that. Big time. Dang. That's a cool find. What year was that one? Why don't you tell me that's a 92 close AM you're taking a picture of? Was that a 92 close AM? Or is the O off that you're looking at? The loop is actually a wire that was in the die. Dang. You got great finds, man. Definitely. Very cool. What's up with that O and of? What's up here? Why is that so small? Or is that how they all are and I just don't pay attention?
Phew.
It is that small. I just don't pay attention. Ha ha. Alright, let's give away this coin. What was I giving away here? This one. It is the Tuskegee. Tuskegee. Everybody get in. Here we go. This is for the Tuskegee Avers feed finger lines. Under 10 coins. 16 people in. Good luck. Mike Schleiss gets it. Congrats, Mike. 110, 26. Mike Schleiss. Congrats to you, sir. Mike hasn't won anything in a minute off of me. Here you go, Mike. Congrats. Thanks for the support, my friend. You get the boom. There's your name on it right there. Congrats to you. And what's our light count? I'm gonna probably close up shop here in 15 minutes or so I like watch hunting Southwest Ohio as well as you guys. And let's go back over here. My left foot cramped. Yeah, I got to get up and stand every now and then too. Nah, Michael Rose, that Mike Schleiss, he's a pretty good. He wins a lot in the community. Him and YouTube algorithm, they hang out and drink beers at night. Smash that like, Ron says, or else I'll turn this place upside down. So I got to come up with some more ideas of stuff to do on the stream. Coming again. Watch out. I don't think I'll do it because I just did it, Ron. I think it's got a 1 minute timeout on it. All right. KJ sent me, and then let's see who's else. Someone else just sent me one too. Foster's Finds, 2,000 P cent. Not sure what this is. I can tell it's not zinc blistering. Let's take a look. Oh, I see what you're looking at. All right. I got you right there. Let's bring this up. So I believe he is describing. Let's grab a capture of it so we can manipulate it. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. So we are looking at that line from C. That is a perfectly straight line. That looks like a raised line, so that would be a dent or mark in the die itself. And you can see right here, let's see, paint. I can see right here, that's raised up on the 1. It's raised over the C. But what I don't see is any continuation through the rim. It just stops right at the rim. So that's like it was contained during the process. I mean, I don't see any line right there coming across. All right, let's look at the next picture. So, that rules out like something laying across the coin unless the collar coming on it squeezed what was ever hanging off right there, and maybe the collar compressed it. There's no mark. Is there where the die itself is moving? Boom. Dang, check them feed finger marks out right there across the shield. Yeah, I don't find them like this at all, but I'm getting boxes of all new Lincoln Cents. Fleur bassoon set. Yeah, wow, you can definitely see that right there in the end. That shading area right there. Another faker half. Arr! There was one you sent me, Foster's, that I looked at it. I was looking at it from the side. I'm like, "What's this?" And then I was like, "Oh!" It was a stream that I didn't catch. I think it was when I was up in Ohio, and I was donating for a box. And when you sent it to me, I'm like, "What the heck, man?" He probably almost missed this one because it showed nothing on the side, like it being a 40%er. All right, what am I looking at here? 2013. Or is that just the other side of the one of the strike through? Wow, what's going on there? Let's blow her up and see. Looks like a piece of hair or something right there. Man, that's a good scoped picture. Definitely. Oh, same coin. Okay. Yeah, your scope obviously worked a lot better than mine did. Because mine, man, I was always struggling to get it to zoom in. Send me an email what brand it was. Because if it was the same brand, then mine just stunk.
I want my $2.
Did I look at them all? No. Yeah. Next one. Oh, wow. Kind of some funkiness happening there. I know a lot of times I get fooled by coins that are... The coin itself is just worn out. And it kind of adds details where, you know, there really aren't any added details. See, I like this program being able to blow it up. And yeah, getting skinny there. Definitely something happened in there. The RIBUS, and then or I like when you see those, you know, some streamers that put up, yeah, look at this doubling, this double die, and you know, so, and I'm sitting there straining to find. They're like, oh yeah, look at the splits here, here, and here, and I'm going, huh? Like, I can't see a thing you're talking about. Especially those full stepper nickels when they go, yeah, full steps, and all you see is a blob. I'm like, come on, really? And that's an $8,000 nickel, and I look at the stuff I have in my own collection, and I'm like, that blows that one out of the water. All right, we covered them all, right? Yeah. We covered them all. Very cool. Thanks for sending those in. I'll take a little look. I'll definitely keep an eye out on my Patsy Mink quarters to see if I can find anything like Fleabag's example. But I don't know. That may be a one-off. You never know. So, yeah, I've found a couple things. Like, I mean, I used to look at a lot of Lincoln Cents, and then I just kind of, I don't know, went to quarters. But I have found some stuff, KJ. You know, I have found a 2000p wide AM. First one found. I have found, what was the other one? There's another 2000p wide AM I found. Oh, let's see here. As far as Lincoln Cents. Oh, here's a good one. Here's a 1929, which you're not going to be able to see. Coming across O and E, see that lamination there, that line coming across there? Lamination there, it's just like peeled right off the coin. I found that during a hunt. What is this? Yeah. I found this just searching. I just put on there searching a miscellaneous pile of pennies, and I found 98 white AM. Just searching a pile, and I can't remember what giveaway I won this off of once upon a time, a long time ago. But I was just going through, you know, $50 and everything.
Chicken dinner.
And found the FS 401 Bugs Bunny on a 1955. It was a giveaway from somebody. That, you know, they obviously didn't look at their coins when they were shooting them out. Yeah, two little vampire teeth coming out of the top there. Very cool. Yeah, it's all about the details. I mean, KJ's Pictures points out, I probably would have passed all those. Because, you know, if I'm going through them, 3 rolls, I'm pulling out the copper. I'm pulling out the 60s, 70s, 80s, 81, 82, all the Wheaties. I'm pulling all that out, and then I put the. And I say I don't have time. I just maybe I'm not that interested, and I know you can find good stuff in them, but I just typically what I'll do is I mean, I won't even check the dates. I'll put 70s in bags like that, sell it. 70s in bags like that, sell it. I don't search them. I just, you know, that's $1.50. That's 150 coins, 150 coins. I just bag them up, sell them. So some people buy them for the copper. Some people buy them to search them in the copper. I've had 2. I mean, I hate that they told me that they found something good, but I've had 2 people come back, and one said they found a what's that hard one? A 69S something or another. I think it's a double die obverse or something. Some person contacted me back, said they found one of those in a pile. I sold them, and I was like, well, good for you. You searched them, I didn't. Like, I don't dedicate the time to do it. So if you were to buy any of these 60s, 70s, 80s piled off of me, I don't search them. So you're likely to find some good coins in there. I just pile them up and out the door with them. All right, but I'm going to start an EOS. That's complete. Boom. All right, we're going to start an EOS. And we'll find something good to give away here. There's a strike through grease. Missing all the details on, you know, how light the details are. Then I'm going to try to push out a short or two, maybe just some footage I have. Get that going. Oh, here's I don't know if New Marshall's still here or not. Here's the coin that I finally finished up for him. He bought this at an auction the other night. So I finished that up for him. That's an Eisenhower dollar. I auctioned off a couple of them. I bedazzled it for you there, brother. That looks pretty nice. Sorry, Scott, this one might have been a little nicer than the one you got. But very cool. I like it. So that one's wrapped up for you, sir. And that's going to come along with the other coins that you got. You had gotten that. And there's another one of your auction buys you got. Was that one? I like that one. I like how that one turned out. It's another one you got there. So if anyone has interest in their own custom colored Kennedy or something, shoot me an email. Let me know what you're kind of looking at. What you want. Colors, coordinations. Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll do I like that one. Let me save that one for a bigger stream when more people are here. I'll do an EOS and You'll have to pick one of these. Oops. Normal pluggable scope. Maybe that's the same one I had. Had the little wire coming out of the back of it. And it had the little has the wheel on the front. Let me get my dang thing going. Has the wheel. Has a little like thumb wheel for the lights on it. And then it came with a kind of a metal suction cup thing. Dun-chum. Yeah, okay, yeah, it's probably the same one I had then. And then it had the little app, pluggable US. Let me see here, pull up the app. It's probably the same app. Let's start the app and you can tell me if it's the same one. Is that the app for it right there? This digital viewer app. That's the app that came with the one I had. Oh, okay, yeah, we had the same one then. What resolution do you have yours set on? Like the highest or low? I mean, yours obviously took way better pictures than mine did, or I had the lighting wrong or something. Yep, okay, you know it too, Foster, son. Okay. So we're all using the same one then. I hated the stand. Yeah, me too. And I think that's what broke my wire, because I would sit there and I would hold the I would hold the pluggable USB thing so I could put it real close to the coins and just move it around looking at the coins instead of trying to move the coins. I'd move the scope. And I think that's what wiggled the wire in the back and broke it, because I took it all apart and looked at it. The wire broke free of that little microscopic circuit board. So that's what was causing it. So, yeah. Ooh, what are these over here? Oh, yeah. So this is what I'm going to do as I open up all these uncirculated women's rolls. I'm just going to create 5 coin sets of them. Probably will be Philly. But I did this for my bankers in 2022. I just made full sets of you will not find again. So when they went over to the new printing method, every strap that I got that didn't have super fancy numbers and stuff in them, I just wrapped them up and kept them. So that's another one. That's 000. Printing methods. Yep. I didn't write down what the numbers were. These are 20. No, that's just a bag. So I got a couple of those. Don't really know if I'm gonna. And I bought a collection off of some people before that had. So BK's my initials. And I got a whole collection of like brand new crispy 5s and 10s. Which was awesome. Oh, JC Light Pam's not blue. Let me make it blue. What's up with that? There you go. So got some of those. I don't know. Anybody remember those old 20s? The big fathead bills. There's the older. Those are small ones. Small notes on the 20s. I can't remember where I got this one. This is a 99.9% 24 karat gold. Must be gold plate or something. I'm not sure. 50. Don't remember where I got that. Guess I'd have to look it up by that serial number or whatnot. See how it comes back on those. So there's 4 notes so it's 88666, then I have 88777, then 88888, and then 88999, and then 00. Pulled out that's back when I was getting full straps of just crispy notes. There's a web note. Kind of all folded up. You hardly ever find these. Somebody asked me about one of these not too long ago. I'd be willing to sell that. Here's $20 notes from the 70s to 2001. Here's one I got a long time ago. That's 20, I believe 25 or 20. What's that number? So from 777 to 800, all consecutive star notes. Oh, he's been looking for a web note. So 23 straight consecutive crispy yunk star notes. You'll never find those again like that. So, you know, when I run it through my mind and think, well, you're never ever going to be able to find one again unless you're buying it off the secondary market, I usually keep it. And these are $5 sheets star notes. I guess I've just found in circulation. And let's see here. Dig into this one. I already showed those. Yep. That's that. Oh, I'll hold that then. I'll ask him if he's looking for them. And then once upon a time, somebody came into the place I was working at and paid for their repairs with cash, and 75 of the notes were consecutive $2 bills. So I told the shop I'd keep them. I was like, I'll take them. So I made this little holder for it and bought them up. All consecutive serial number $2 bills. Pretty cool. I mean, what would possess somebody to pay for their stuff in consecutive $2 notes? It's beyond me, but maybe they thought it was cute and interesting, or I don't know. But where is... I want to show that $10 star note I have. I know you guys have seen it. There's a $100 star note there. 2 of them. Where did I get them? From Banco ZK Bank Teller, held them for me. April 9th, 2022 is when I got those. There's another one. What's that one? Oh, this is a small run size, 640,000. There's another one, more of a rare one. Yeah, strip club, yeah. Sure. Here's what's the year is this one? 85 star note. Wonder what that's worth. You don't find those anymore. 85 star note. Where are $8,500 bills? What mattress do they come out from under? I want to know. And then all of these are, I know I've showed you guys how I kind of keep order of the star notes. So I print up these little sheets and I write down, you know, what makes them special. So if they made it to this, they were all some sort of a special star note. You know, sheets notes, only a 500,000 run. What's the lowest run in here? Or they're duplicate star notes. I know I have some in here that are like really, really low runs. 1, 2, there's another 500,000, 3.2. So a lot of these are duplicate notes. There's a 250,000 note run. 640, 250, 640. I know 250's low, but there are some that are lower than that. I've had them under 100,000 before. There's 5. But I mean, this is years and years and years of looking through dollar bills. You know, I did not pick these up yesterday by going through a full stack. You're looking at hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. Just 250, 320, 250.
Funky.
But you no longer find star notes like this anymore, where they've stopped the production. So they're not easily found anymore like they used to be. You know, if you went through $1,000, you were guaranteed that, you know, at least 10 to 15 star notes. Not anymore. These are $5 notes. So I need to one day just sit down and look at all these, and they have a database of all the serial numbers that you can go through and see if someone's got a match to yours. Then you work out a deal and sell them as a pair and split the money, I guess. I wouldn't mind splitting the cash with somebody if they had the matching numbers to mine. That'd be pretty cool. Or just to say you found a matching number, because that's hard. You know, that's probably kind of like winning the lottery, isn't it?
Freeze, gopher.
Where is this at? There it is. Check that one out. That's it, and then we'll do the giveaway. Look at that note. $10 star note, and look how miscut that is. You can see it right there. It would take a very nice offer for me to ever get rid of that. Look at that thing. I've never seen one like that. And this was one of those, I was at the exact right place. I used to print stuff like that. I was at the exact right place at the exact right time. I was able to get it. $19.99. Here's the low serial number for you. 207. Hey, Joe Minnick. Let me do the... you can get in the giveaway, exclamation point NAM to get in my EOS. I was just showing some of the stuff off before I signed off.
Ooh. Ah.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, 207. It's a low number. 2089. Did I not make you blue? There you go. There you are. 2089. What's this one? 4 crisp uncirculated sequential $5 star notes. My son brought them home one day after work, and they were all sequential sheet notes that he brought them home. Gave me all 4. I was like, very cool. Here we have 2, or wait, there's a couple of them in there. But when you're looking at star notes, you want to look at the star. See how those stars are filled? That's a printing error. It should be with a dot like that. Filled stars are errors. There's another one. That one's almost filled too, actually. So that you're looking for those. And this, my friends, is the original dollar bow tie. My aunt used to keep this over her workstation at work, and when I was a little boy I saw it and learned how to fold it. I unfolded this one and then learned how to fold them. So, and after she passed, I was going through a lot of her stuff, helping clean it up, and I found it in a drawer. So it was from her. That's the original Forget-Me-Not bow tie right there. Made after her. Filled stars. I got a bunch of those. Filled star. There's another low serial number, 280. There's another one, 504. There's one, 610. Misprinted star. Here's a 19, a couple of them. $5 bill. There's a couple of them in there. So, I mean, if you guys, if you got interest in looking or buying some of that stuff, shoot me an email. We can negotiate. I'm not opposed to selling some stuff that I've got a couple of. I don't need to control the market on them. All right, let's pick us a winner. Let's pick us a winner. Get out of here. And the winner's getting this copper round, colored copper round. I'll just give that away so I don't have to look for something else. Good luck. And we're going to close entries. And here we go, people. Were you in, Fosters? Let me see.